Hey guys, so this is quite late at night. It's actually like after 10 and I'm kind of tired, but this is the version of me you're getting because I decided now is the time I was going to vlog. There's been some kind of like stressful personal stuff going on, so I hadn't felt like doing it all day. But I wanted to talk about the title of this video because I had a endocrine appointment yesterday that was actually good. And that's something I haven't been able to say for since I left Arkansas, pretty much. So, quick backstory on me if you're new here. Hi. In 2021, May of 2021, I started having issues with my blood sugar. In June of 2021, I was diagnosed with reactive hypoglycemia, which is basically the opposite of diabetes, where my pancreas overproduces insulin in response to carbs and sometimes, honestly, just food. And it sends my blood sugar low. And the first line of defense for that is diet changes, which I have done for the last 4 years now. And while they definitely made a difference, they didn't fix the issue. And lately, within the last, I don't know, I would say since late November, it's been a lot worse than it even previously was. And it got worse after COVID in 2022. So that's a quick backstory. Back then, I'm not sure if it was 2021, 2022, timelines get blurry. Somewhere around there, I started a medication called acarbose, which is, I actually don't know the mechanism of how it works, but it didn't work. It just caused weight loss, and it didn't fix the sugars. It was just making my health worse. So I stopped that medication. And in 2023, it's crazy actually that it was 2 years ago already, I left my endocrinologist that I had in Arkansas. That was amazing. So I will say that my CF team I had in Arkansas is not as good as the one I have here. I love my CF team here. Absolutely love them. They're great. My endocrinologist, until very recently, was always better in Arkansas. So I had one here that I saw. Hi, Ninja. Had one here that I saw January of. No, it wasn't January. It was August of 2023. And I only saw him once, and he basically couldn't help me. He was like, "Well, do the diet, and that's all I can do for you." Then he retired in January of 2024, and then in August of 2024, I saw another endocrinologist again once before she retired. Hi, Ninja. Hi, Ninja. She's using her bed. Once before they retired, and enjoy some cute cat distractions for a minute. We'll put on pause because Ninja is absolutely worth it. She didn't even know my correct diagnosis, okay? She thought I came in for type 1 diabetes, and we drove through a tropical storm Debbie to get to this appointment, mind you. And again, do the diet. I don't have any other options for you. And every time this would happen, I would just be leave feeling so frustrated because, okay, the people don't want to see your butt, Ninja. Because I don't really want it in my face either. I was screaming into the void that this is not working. It's not working. It's working to an extent, but especially within the last, like, I don't know, it's April now, so what, 6 months? It's just not. It's not. Some days I have zero quality of life until this late at night. So I had an endocrine appointment yesterday, and I didn't really have high hopes because of this process that has repeated for me for nearly 2 years, 3 years, honestly, since the acarbose didn't work. I've had this process repeated for 3 years. But she finally listened, the doctor I saw yesterday, and I really hope she doesn't retire. I'm going to keep her. And there is options. We don't know if they'll be approved by insurance. It's going to take time. But she's deep diving. She's trying to help. So the first line of defense that we're going to do that's super simple is blood tests. So back in 2021, I had the 72-hour fast in the ICU, which was a whole, like, it was not a fun time, okay? Which showed that I don't have, like, an insulinoma, which is like a tumor, which was very good news. But that's how the reactive hypoglycemia was diagnosed. So we don't need to repeat that because we know that it's not like that. but she does want to do a cortisol blood test to see if, I think cortisol is like Addison's disease. And they haven't really fully tested that, so we're going to go that route. She's going to do a full thyroid panel because when I was in the hospital in March, the months are running together, guys. It's already April, they're running together. In March, the THC, the thyroid stimulating something, was low. But that's the one they did. And then they never followed up on that because I was discharged that same day. So we're going to run a full thyroid panel. Those are the first two lines of defense. See if something's in there. Now, she did explain, and I agree, that even if the thyroid comes back abnormal, it's not the whole cause because it happened beforehand, but it could be what's causing it to make it worse. And then there is medication options. One, I don't remember all their names. The one I remember is dioxide or something like that. Dioxide, somewhere around there. Sorry, quick interruption. Which basically suppresses insulin or kind of like blocks insulin. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I kind of Googled it a little bit because she told me to. Excuse me. It's typically given to cancer patients, which is kind of ironic, like for people that have the insulinoma, which I don't have, so it's kind of weird that it's an option. So that's one we're going to try, or like we have to try to get it approved by insurance because technically I don't fall under like the criteria for it, but we are going to try. There's another one. I don't really remember much about it, to be honest. I have it on a piece of paper. I think it's like a beta blocker. Kind of like an off-label use. And then there's one that is kind of like the last one we'd want to try because it does lower blood pressure, and I already have chronic low blood pressure. My blood pressure runs like 90/50, which doesn't cause me any issues in my day-to-day life, but we don't want to make that lower. So, and then her other option was like a surgical option, which I'm not even really entertaining that idea. I'm not at the stage where I feel like that would be worth it. I'd rather just continue on my current path. So I'm not really even thinking about that. But these three medications, and the dioxide, whatever, is the safest of the options. It's nice to have hope. It's nice to have somebody that actually listen to me, that, I can't even walk from my bedroom to my kitchen without my blood sugar tanking. And she also said that she was going to actually at least try to look into stuff about the service dog. So if you guys know, in 2023, I was like under the criteria. I was like approved for a diabetic alert dog. But, and this is a big but, those dogs are $20,000. I don't know anybody that has a spare $20,000 laying around, but I certainly don't. So, the only way for me to be able to get that is by some sort of grant. And I've tried different avenues. Hang on, the allergies in Florida are killing me, and if I didn't drink water, I was going to keep coughing through this whole video. So, I've tried different avenues of like grants, and not really grants, but like trying to find grants and stuff like that, and it's just kind of been a dead end, and so I kind of just gave up on it. But since I was seeing her, I was like, nah. I've been trying for 2 years and kept saying, if I get another no, what's it's not going to hurt me, so I might as well just bring it up. So I did. So that's kind of where we're at, and nothing's changed right now. My blood sugar is still being my blood sugar. And, sorry, I just remembered I forgot to feed Coral. I need to feed her when I'm done filming this. And there's nothing that's going to change quickly, but I finally have an endocrine that's on my side that understands that what people have been telling me to do for 3 years is not working. 4 years, honestly. I say 3 because it got worse after COVID. Before COVID, it was more manageable. I got COVID in August of 2022, so I say 3. It's not working, and that we have options. We have things that hopefully insurance isn't going to turn into a big long fight. To try, and just having that validation is amazing. So this one's pretty long. I'm going to wrap it up here, but I might have some exciting stuff for you guys coming up. It really honestly depends on how much I film, I'm going to be honest. But tomorrow we're going to the St. Petersburg Museum of History. And I'm mostly excited because they have an ancient Egypt exhibit, and like a real mummy, and I love that kind of stuff. I went to like this traveling ancient Egypt thing in Arkansas with my sister and my mom years ago, and it was awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then kind of a busy week. Had my appointment yesterday. Today was a chill day. I just kind of rested all day. We're going to that museum tomorrow. We're going to the vet Friday morning just for like a routine thing. Friday evening, my mom's picking me up. I'm spending the weekend with her. Saturday, we're going on a boat tour to go dolphin watching, which I'm excited about. And then Sunday, I'm coming back. So it's going to be a busy week. But I might film bits and pieces there for you guys. I'm hoping to get a good picture of a dolphin so I can add it to my Florida wildlife book. And yeah, this is pretty long already, so I'm going to wrap it up here. But just thankful for a doctor that finally listened. It just took 3 years to get there.